Good evening, good afternoon, whoever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours, and welcome to the exciting installment of Darkness in Dublin. This evening's scene takes place as Miss Georgie Westbrook, having been whisked away through a box that contained a rather odd sigil, a symbol, finds herself laying sprawled out, almost unable to move due to her own lethargy and her body refusing to obey her commands, laying on what appears to be soft sand. Above her, she sees a multicolored pattern of stripes, both black and purple, that are lit by very large stage lamps.
Okay. Georgius is gonna lay there for a moment, trying to, get her bearings. Um, yeah.
Oh dear, this simply won't do. Are you quite all right, my dear?
She'll look around.
You will see the gentleman pictured who's kind of knelt over here.
Fuck. Who, who are you? Where am I and what is this?
Oh, it's very nice to meet you. He extends his hand.
She looks at it and is like contemplating whether it's worth the effort of actually trying to get her hand up.
Hmm?
But sure, she'll shake his hand.
It's very nice to meet you. They call me the ringmaster.
They call me Georgie.
Oh, I see. You have a name.
Uh, yeah?
Oh, that is interesting. But I suppose since you're here, I should probably, get you on your feet for a start.
I mean, the sun is nice.
The sun.
Sand.
Oh, well, you can't be lying there all day. We have a show to do.
Uh, a show?
Yes.
Oh, fuck me.
I mean, I'd rather not. We've just met.
Um, this is a circus.
When last I checked.
Crap. I kind of got here by accident, I think.
Oh, if you say so.
I mean, yeah, I do. Say
That's
so.
nice.
I should probably go.
In order to go, you'd have to get up.
I realize. She'll make the attempt to get up.
You are, in fact, able to get up. It's just a lot of effort.
Mm-hmm.
He even helps you up.
Thanks.
Oh, welcome. For the record, on his lapel, you will see a lapel pin that has that same symbol.
Noted. George will look at it for a few seconds and. So, yeah. I'll, thanks for the assist.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
See you around?
Goodbye.
Uh, Bye. And she'll start to head off.
As you start to walk, you feel something skittering over your feet.
George will look down.
Your feet are covered in dozens, hundreds, maybe even thousands now of tiny spiders that are running along
Ah,
that are running along the sand, anchoring you in place.
yep. Georgie will, try to jump back, but then just stops.
As you jump, you can almost feel the spider web lacing you down. It is at this moment you hear a very interesting noise. You ever hear a really old, really large book being opened and that thump that it makes when you drop it open on a table?
Mm-hmm.
You hear that from directly behind you. You will see as you turn, wide eyed with terror, the spiders coalescing, forming together, becoming still in the form of a throne, as you see this individual seated in the throne.
Oh fuck.
Sas- Saskia's having flashbacks to what happened the last time this guy came up.
Yep.
In his hand, the individual has a pen, and open in front of him is a huge book. Georgie Westbrook.
And who might you be?
I have many names. Names that mean this and names that mean that. However, we'll use an old monogram. You may call me Asmodeus.
Okay. Are these yours? As she kind of points down at the spiders.
They are now, ever since I consumed their mother.
Why the hell would you do that? Never mind. So, I don't suppose you're just gonna, unspider me, right?
Hmm. You are so delightfully ignorant. You've been taking and following orders all your life, drill sergeants, teachers, your parents. Then you finally broke. And in breaking, you broke yourself. Your story, he taps the page, is quite, well, hmm. I'm loath to call it interesting as much as it is stereotypical.
Gee, thanks. Normally I'd say, well, I don't mind an ordinary story.
But fortunately, you have something that can be of use to me.
Why was I afraid you'd say that?
Let me ask you a question. What is the difference between a fairy tale character and a god?
I mean, that sounds like what's the difference between peanut butter and jam to me, but
You see, you're quite correct. It's all to do with the nascent value of human belief. Ultimately, all you require is enough belief, and in that moment, you become a god because people have invested you with the powers in which a divinity truly sits.
so you're trying to become a god?
Hmm. I served a god once when this world was made, birthed, and shaped. I helped to write it, wrought it, create it with my own hands. I have no interest in the divinities and the games that they play. I've seen them for too often, and I've watched and lamented their actions for too long. I, however, Miss Westbrook, wish to control the story.
You want to become the narrator of
Yes.
everything?
Yes.
Mm.
After all, a world in which you create all, you are, well, if not a god, then something quite unique. However, unfortunately, there is one obstacle that stands in my way.
Which is?
There are 4 books like this. He taps with his finger, each one of them belonging to a keeper of that book. This one belonged to an entity known as Ananasi, before it was she and I became better acquainted. He smiles. Then
Bef-
there was. Hmm?
Before she became your main course.
Then there's also, if you think about it, these 4 books each lead into a grander book, a grimoire of tales, a repository of all things that have been and will be. Unfortunately, that lies beyond a gate that I cannot open. That is not strictly to say that entities such as yourself cannot.
So you want me to open that gate?
In time, when I have come to gather the rest of the books, yes.
Uh, that's. And I know that this is gonna be interesting, but no way, Jose.
Think about it like this, Miss Westbrook. With a flick of my wrist, as you see him write something in the book, Georgie, you no longer feel the need to drink. It's just gone.
She blinks.
I can take away your pain. I can give you what you desire. It's all here in the stories.
I mean, that's all cool, but that would not really be how it works, right?
How what works?
Uh, you know, the universe, karma, that kind of stuff.
The universe exists as the plaything of a demented being whom claims to have affection true for those of you who are here gathered and yet does not. I assure you, I've been in his presence, I've seen his plans. He doesn't care for you.
And you do. And she looks at him like, uh huh.
It's fine. And in that moment, Georgie Westbrook was no longer Georgie Westbrook, he says as he starts to write. She became. I'm trying to think of a good stage name that he's going to give you.
Oh God.
You know what? Fuck it, that's a good one. She became Nightingale. Just
Okay.
he is that melodramatic bitch.
I'm fine with this. I hope I spell it correctly, but hey, there we go.
All that she was fell away, and in this circus she found her family, new, changed. She was the same yet different. She remembered nothing of who she was, only that this was her home, these her people, and in time she would come to find amongst them a sense of solace and hope that she had long since forgotten. Georgie, as he dots the last full stop, you feel your mind change. It's as if it is a very painful experience. It's as if needles were going into your mind and lancing and ripping things from you.
Just for the sake of argument, Georgie will try and fight it and pull up a mind shield. Not that she can. I know there's no way she can stop this.
Mhm.
She will try.
Okay. He even writes, though she struggled, though she screamed, though she cried out for a god, there was no help that came. Dot, dot, dot. By the time you regain consciousness, because you will regain consciousness, you will see the throne is gone. You don't even remember it being there, but you will see this gentleman stood over you again.
Georgie will smile. Sorry, Nightingale will smile.
Hello there.
Hey,
He reaches out his hand and he says, "It seems as though you get to live every little girl's dream. You get to run away and join the circus."
sounds amazing.
The one
Still
thing
take it back.
The one thing I will say, as we will end our scene there, because it only had to be very short, you will see on the back of your hand there is the spider symbol tattooed into your flesh. And there we shall end our scene. Thank you, player for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been a short scene in Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.